Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Apple or Spotify or Google, please leave a 5-star rating. It supports the podcast. It doesn't cost you anything. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which is a great crypto platform that makes it easy to buy, sell, trade, and earn cryptocurrencies. I've been using this platform since 2017, so I can vouch for it. They have 10 plus million users, 250 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. You can also buy and sell equities and precious metals. Now, as with all exchanges, you can buy and sell on them, but I highly recommend you custody your own crypto, not your coins, not your keys, not your coins. So if you'd like to learn more about Uphold, please visit the link in the description. All right, my friends, I've got 3 big interviews coming up for you all that you don't want to miss. First is Matthew Gold, who's the CEO of Unstoppable Domains. They're doing some really great things with Web3 domain names and so forth. John Wallace, who's the VP of RippleX. He's also works with central banks and in the development of CBDCs on the XRP ledger. And also Brian Kintens. He was on the show before. He's a former CFTC commissioner, and he's head of policy at A16Z. So I got some great interviews coming up for you guys. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got the notification bell enabled. Please also share my channel with your friends and family. All right, guys, we're seeing some green on the crypto market here. Bitcoin over $17,000 once again. It is up about 3.79% from a 7-day perspective, up about 1.73% from a 24-hour perspective. Nothing to write home about, nothing to call home about, right? But it's good to see some green at least. But we want to be cautiously optimistic because we are still in the dead of the bear market, the crypto winter, right? And not only a crypto market, but a macro bear market. The Fed continues to raise rates. There's a lot of things happening economically, and capital and liquidity is drying up, right, guys? Stock market is getting affected, real estate and other assets as well. So macro bear market taking place. And of course, crypto is going to be affected by that. And crypto, of course, has higher volatility. It's still young. It doesn't have the liquidity that the stock market has. And of course, we had some really bad collapses that took place last year, FTX, Celsius, and so forth. However, markets do move in cycles. And I've been sharing that I'm anticipating sometime this year a 2019 type rally. Why? Because after the 2018 bear market, we saw the bottoming out of Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin price rallied, not to new all-time highs, but kind of a retracement, and then the altcoins pumped as well. So I'm looking for that event where I'm going to take some profits and continue to accumulate the dips where possible. But right now, Bitcoin is just chopping about. And I think we need to see some significant movement before we can say, hey, this is the retracement, this is the rally. I personally don't think it is. It could be a fake out before we head down, guys. It's possible. I'm not saying that's guaranteed. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm not a bear. I am a bull from a macro perspective. But in the short term, I have to look at reality and say, hey, this doesn't look good, right? That this is gonna send us down or whatever it may be. So I'm going to interview Garrett Soloway again this week, and we're going to talk about the charts, guys. So just be prepared for all scenarios. That is essentially my point, because as an investor with my emotions left at the door, right? I'm not bringing my emotions to this. I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, what's happening from a macro perspective with the economy and the Fed? What's happening in the crypto market as it relates to the charts? Well, right now, things are not looking that great, but that's okay. Long term, I am super bullish. I see us having another bull market again. And I think somewhere along this year, when the Fed pauses, markets will all rally. We're going to see some face melting rallies upwards, but not to new all-time highs, just maybe a retracement and an opportunity to take profit. So that's what I'm looking at, but good to see some green in the markets here. And if it goes higher, if I am wrong and this rallies, Bitcoin goes to 30,000 within the next few weeks, hey, I will be happy with that. I'm not mad at that, right? But at this point, based on the facts that we have today and how things look, I'm not anticipating anything like that until later this year as we get positive news from the Fed that they're pausing rate hikes. So we got to be patient here, my friends. Now, something that has me bullish, though, is Jim Cramer continues to go on Twitter and say, don't get into crypto, sell all your crypto, get out of crypto. I'm not touching crypto. He's been doing it on TV. And just here, yesterday, January 7th, he said, it's not too late to get out of anything created or related to crypto. Now, we all know, guys, you do the inverse of what Cramer says. It hasn't failed time and time again. And it's whether it's stocks or crypto, whatever it is, anytime this man says something, the markets do the opposite, right? And I tweeted at him his famous, statements around Bear Stearns back in 2008. Oh, Bear Stearns is fine. Don't take your money out of Bear Stearns. And we know what happened after that total collapse, right? So you can't trust Jim Cramer. He is, I think somebody, I remember he said it on Twitter, he's exit liquidity for the institutional players. And I think that's right. He's part of that mainstream media narrative, right? That these hedge funds and investment firms use CNBC, Fast Money, and these guys to put out narratives, and it benefits the institutional investors. This is why I don't listen to them. I don't take any advice from them. I go and do my own research. I look at the charts. Jim Cramer can say what the hell he wants. I'm looking at the charts. I'm looking at the fundamentals, right, guys? So this has me kind of bullish that Jim Cramer is coming out so hard and heavy, right? It's like you doth protest too much, Jim Cramer. You're giving yourself away here. So there's even, as you all know, an ETF, which is called Inverse Cramer, where it does the exact opposite of everything Jim Cramer says, which is just hilarious at this point. Here's a macro chart from Stock Money Lizards. They do some really great analysis, chart analysis, and so forth. And it just shows here, the bottoming out for Bitcoin is a little different. I don't think it's extremely different, but it highlights here we are in a recession and we're in a very different economic state. And the price, once again, may not perform as we're expecting it to based on past market cycles. However, we still have to give it time. We have to let these things play out and see what actually happens. Yes, you can form your thesis, based on your research and your conviction. But I'm of the mindset that while things may be slightly different, I don't think they're very different. I don't think the cycles are breaking or anything like that. Now, there's some who disagree with me. That's okay. We'll see how things pan out. Time will tell. And if we need to adjust our thesis based on the facts, we'll have to do that. But at the end of the day, not emotions, right? Not fear, not greed, not whatever it is, just what is playing out, what is happening overall, how do the charts look, and so on and so forth. So here's the quote that, or the statements that these analysts have: has never been in a recession before, talking about Bitcoin. Famous quote by everyone, true. And that's why Bitcoin's bottom is now lower than in previous bear markets. So highlighting the charts here, but not necessarily so significant that it has broken the 4-year cycle. I think the 4-year cycles are still playing out. Bitcoin halving is coming up in 2024, so we'll have to be patient. Now, let's move ahead, guys. The Xumm wallet, which I personally use, it's, of course, developed by XRP Labs, by Weisty Win, if I'm saying his name correctly. He tweeted out today, Xumm Pro, which is in beta, can be paid with XRP, 60 USD equivalent, yearly subscription. Early subscribers get approximately 2 years. Time starts when Pro is no longer in beta. Paying with XRP is definitely the best option, cheap, fast, but for Thorin Oakenshield and you, credit card payments are okay. This is a little bit of a Lord of the Rings humor here. He said here the normal flow to the Xumm Pro, to get Xumm Pro would be to open the Pro section in Xumm and pay with XRP. Looking to pay with credit card, you can do it with the other way around. Instead of getting Pro and getting 2 Xumm Tangem cards, you can purchase the 2 Xumm Tangem cards and get Pro. I'm not sure what that is, I would just go pay with XRP and just make it simple for myself to get the pro. So the reason why I'm highlighting this is a really great wallet, guys, and it's a self-hosted wallet. So you control your private keys, and that's the way you want to go. You don't want to go with a centralized exchange or a centralized software wallet. You want to go with a decentralized one where you control the private keys. So I would recommend this wallet. I also use the Bifrost wallet, which of course is compatible with the Flare token and the Songbird token. And speaking of the Flare token, the distribution event is 24 hours away, my friends. I am so excited. The Flare team said here they will have some sort of stream that will start minutes before the token distribution event. And it looks like it's going to be on Twitter. And by the way, it's going to be 23:59 UTC. Well, what time is that for those of us who are in different time zones? It's 6:59 p.m. Eastern, 5:59 p.m. Central, 4:59 p.m. Mountain Time, 3:59 p.m. PST, so Pacific Standard Time. So I'm excited for this, guys. I can't wait to get the first 15% of my tokens and continue to get my subsequent 85% of tokens after that. And, I will be delegating to earn more rewards. Once again, I've said before, I personally don't need the money right now where I need to sell this. If I was in that financial situation, I would, of course, sell. So I'm not telling you what to do based on your financial situation. If you need to sell, you sell. If you are okay and you're comfortable and you want to delegate and earn rewards and tokens over time, you can do that. That's what I did with Songbird. I did not sell any of my Songbird. I've been delegating and earning rewards and building my holdings of Songbird, and I'm waiting for the bull market to come back. And yes, I may have to wait 2 years. I understand that, but that's where I'm looking at the market from a macro perspective. I did it before, right? After 2017, I made some money in 2017, not as much as I could have if I listened to my friend who told me to buy, but that's okay. I learned and I bought the dip in 2018, 2019, made money in the this past bull market. I'm going to do the same. Buy the dip, accumulate, hold, make sure I self-custody so I don't lose my crypto from any exchange or collapse, and just wait for the next bull market and take profits. That is what I'm doing, my friends. Not financial advice, of course. Do your own research, but that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, we've been talking a lot about Polygon Matic recently because Polygon is getting a lot of adoption, a lot of NFTs, a lot of big brands building NFTs on Polygon, and I'm buying the hell out of Matic. Once again, not financial advice. Do your own research. I am very, very bullish on Matic. The partnerships they're getting, of course, they just partnered with MasterCard. Well, here, National Geographic Photography, they have launched a new NFT collection, and they're featuring different photographers, and it's running, guess what, on Polygon. So just the mainstream adoption of Polygon here, man, shout out to their business development team. And for those of you who don't know what Polygon is, it's the layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and Matic is the native token. So I am very, very bullish on this project, guys. Look, I have a diverse portfolio, but if you were to say, hey, what's in your top 5, coins that you are most bullish on in the next bull market, Matic will be one of them for sure. And it's not because of my feelings or emotions or whatever it is. I'm not some, big time token holder. I wasn't part of any early distribution or ICO or anything like that. I'm simply like you guys, investing, looking for coins that I feel can do well. And I'm diversified in case some of them don't do well. I can make money off the others, right? And I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Matic, Algorand, Cardano, and so forth. I'm diversified, and I'm looking to make money. That's why I'm here. Yes, I believe in the technology. I believe this is the future, but make no mistake about it. I'm looking for financial freedom. I'm looking to, build my retirement account, and of course have more money to help my family and all that stuff, right? I'm sure many of you have similar goals. That is why I'm here. So I'm not here to mess around, and I'm not looking for coins that are going to pump 100x tomorrow or anything like that. I've been through that in the ICO boom. I've seen people get burned. I'm not, one to mess around with meme coins, but I'm looking for coins that are getting real world adoption, real world utility, and Matic, Polygon Matic is getting it, guys. So there's no denying that. All right, my friends, that is the news. What do you all think about this Bitcoin price move and some green in the market here? Do you agree with my thesis that we could see some sort of rally this year, and that in the meantime, we just have to be patient? We could see lower prices. When I say, once again, I'm not saying that's guaranteed. I'm saying we could. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen. As we've been talking about, there's the Grayscale digital currency group issue. That is a looming issue hanging over the market right now. I hope it gets resolved. Today is actually the deadline where Grayscale is supposed to settle some stuff with Genesis Trading and Gemini. We'll get the news tomorrow, and hopefully it's good news. I want good news. I want us to, find a bottom and start moving up slowly. It sucks when you're, in that decline downhill mode in the bear market. I would rather actually have sideways movement versus going down, or slowly moving up. I'm not talking about like a big, huge candle tomorrow. I'm talking about like slow incremental growth month over month. And, usually that's really good for building strong support levels. Anyway, I digress, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Share the podcast, and I'll talk to you all later.